here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 22-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Boone. Complete. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith being chased out left. This is caught by Tucker. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Genty is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. Touchdown! Jack Besh from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Cowboys nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Prescott from the gun on third. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Prescott. To the left side, he's got Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Open more right side, it's Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, it's Genty.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Now Gino.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Raiders' 38-yard.
They go draw here. Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Escapes the defender. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gino going to hand it to Genty.
inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Throwing now is Geno. He's got it.
And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Smith here, an audible at the line. They'll try to punch it in with Genty.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Geno now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Michael Mayer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Lamb.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Covered by the Cowboys.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical? Or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play. They try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and goal. At the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Khair Elam makes a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. That's caught by Tucker. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. That's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 2nd down. At the Cowboys, 21.
Back to throw, Smith. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Hey, we go.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Under.
Handoff, Blue running right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
7-yard gain. And the Cowboys 1st down.
Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To throw is Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one is right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempted, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.